everyone, my name is Dawn. Welcome to Only the Veggie Best, where I make mostly whole food, always plant-based recipes, and today we're going to make the most delicious cheese sauce. That's right, I said cheese sauce that is dairy-free. It's healthy for you. It's made from whole foods, but you are going to love it. One of the biggest reasons that people give for not eating more plant-based foods is that they can't give up their cheese. And I know, I feel you, the struggle is real. Cheese tastes good, but it's not good for us. This cheese sauce will not give you that icky feeling. It won't give you a stomach ache. You'll love it. You can make nachos with it, have it over rice, potatoes, pasta. You can make mac and cheese. Yay! So this is one of several cheese recipes that I'm gonna have on the channel. Let's stop talking about this cheese sauce and let's go make it. Okay, to make your cheese sauce, what you're first going to want to do is cube up 3 cups of potatoes. I peeled these. These were organic russet potatoes, but if you use Yukon Gold potatoes, you don't even have to peel them, just scrub them well, of course. So you're going to put 3 cups of potatoes and a half a cup of chopped up carrots into some water that you're boiling. And I throw in about half a teaspoon of salt. That's optional. You don't have to. I'm using some pink salt. So you're going to want to give that a stir and then bring it up to a boil. I honestly never timed how long it takes for these to cook. So I'm going to try right now to put a timer on and see how long it takes. I just keep testing them, and when they feel soft, like you can pierce them easily with a knife, then I take them off and then we'll move on to the next step. So while we're waiting for the potatoes and carrots to boil, we're going to start adding our ingredients that we'll need to make the cheese sauce in our blender. And we're going to start with half a cup of raw cashews. If you have a high-speed blender like a Blendtec or a Vitamix like I have, or probably even a Ninja, I'm not sure, I've never used those, but you probably don't need to soak your cashews because they break up very well in here. But if you have a lesser powered blender, you may want to soak your cashews either overnight, or you can soak them in hot water for about 20 minutes and they should soften up nicely, because you don't want to have any grit or lumps in your cheese sauce. So into the blender went half a cup of cashews, and then in here I have 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of salt. So the salt is optional. I'm not salt-free, our family is not salt-free, so I add it, but you don't have to. We're also going to be adding some miso paste in here, and you could just increase the amount of miso paste that you use if you're salt-free and you want a little bit of salty taste. Then we're also going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice, you could probably use vinegar. You just need something acidic. And we're also going to add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard and a tablespoon of miso paste, like I said, or if you're not using the salt, you might want to increase the miso to 2 tablespoons. Now in this one, I'm not going to add it, but probably in the second batch that I make, I'm also going to add a tablespoon of smoked paprika, which gives it a really nice smoky flavor. But like I said, I'm not going to do it in this first batch. I'll probably do it in my second batch. That's everything that's going to go into the blender besides the potatoes and the carrots, and also some of the cook water from the potatoes and carrots to blend it up. Okay, so the potatoes and carrots are done. I timed them for took about 20 to 25 minutes, and they seem perfectly fine. They're soft enough and they're great. So what I usually do is I use one of these spiders. You can use whatever you want to scoop out all of the potatoes and carrots. And once you have all of the veggies out of the pot, you're going to want to take some of this starchy water and add it to your mixture. So I put about 2 cups in to start. And I'm gonna go blend this, and I'm gonna see what the consistency's like, and I'll be back. Okay, so I just blended this up with less than 2 cups of water, and it's pretty thick. I stopped and scraped down the sides and blended again. So this is really thick, and remember, it's going to thicken in the refrigerator. So if you want a pourable creamy sauce, you're gonna wanna add more water, which I am going to do. But I'm also, before I add that, I'm going to take some of this out of here, and maybe like, I don't know, half a cup to a cup, and I'm gonna put it in this glass dish, or you can put it in whatever you want, however much you need. This is gonna firm up pretty well, almost like, I'm trying to think of the consistency. I don't know if I wanna say like Velveeta consistency, but it's kind of gonna be scoopable or sort of sliceable. And I'm going to make a recipe that I want to add it to in lieu of like the processed vegan cheese. So I'm going to want to be able to like scoop little bits out and add it into this recipe to melt into the recipe. So I'm going to put this in the fridge separately to kind of firm up. And I'm going to go back to my water, and I'm going to add a little more water because, like I said, if you want it to be like a cheese sauce, so it'll be pourable, you're going to want to add some more water. So I'm adding maybe, let's try half to maybe 3/4 of a cup more water, the starchy water that I cooked them in, and I'm going to blend again, and we'll see how that is. All right, that looks pretty good now. Let me get that spoon again. So see how it's much thinner now. You might even want to add a little bit more water because, like I said, it thickens in the fridge. So I think I'm going to add either 1/4 to a 1/2 cup. This is something that this recipe you'll play with, and you'll realize how you like it the best after you make it a couple of times. And even if it's really thick and you have to spoon it out onto your food, you can reheat it. Reheat the sauce by itself on the stove or in the microwave a little bit, and it'll loosen up, so it won't be as thick as when you pull it out of the fridge once you heat it up. Okay, I think that's going to be just perfect on our potatoes or rice. Okay, so next all you're going to do is take a jar or a container or whatever you like and pour it in. This usually makes at least one of these large mason jars and then a small one, but since I took some out, it won't fill the small one today. But we all love it on potatoes, vegetables, rice. It's really good on anything, pasta. So that is my version of whole food plant-based cheese sauce that you can eat every day, and you don't have to feel guilty about eating cheese, and you get that great cheesy flavor. You can use this for nachos, so many things. Okay, so that's our cheese sauce recipe. It's really easy to make. I know you're gonna love it. Please, if you do try it, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of it, what you had it on, and if you'd like to see more recipes like this, please like and subscribe. And remember, life's too short to eat fake foods. I appreciate you. Have a happy and healthy week.